I'm Anil Kumar. Here is a practice question to find probability of defective fuses. The question here is, a quality control inspector randomly selects a sample of 10 fuses from a huge lot of fuses. If the lot has 5% defective fuses, find the probability of the sample to contain not more than one defective fuse, right? So that's the question for you. Now, two things are important to understand. One is we are saying huge lot of fuses, right? So in such cases, whether it is with replacement or without replacement doesn't matter. There is a huge lot of fuses. So at random, the inspector is picking up 10 fuses. That is the scenario, right? If the lot has 5% defective fuses, that means a probability of, let us say, defective fuses is given to us, which is 5%. So in decimals, you could write this as 0.05. So that also gives you the probability of good pieces, right? Not defective. We could write as D prime, which will be 1 minus 5% or 95% or 0.95. So that is the probability of selecting a good piece. It says a quality control inspector randomly selects a sample of 10 fuses. So these are the 10 fuses selected. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. If the lot has 5% defective fuses, find the probability of the sample to contain not more than one defective fuse. So let's understand what's the meaning of not more than one defective fuse. Now this means that there could be 0 defective or 1 defective. This is what it means. Correct? So that is how you should be analyzing the question. So now, what is the probability of the sample to contain not more than one defective? So it's either these 0 or 1. So we'll add them, correct? So let's find the probability. For 0 defective, that means from a sample of 10, none of them is defective, right? So that means all good have been selected. So probability for that is, we are selecting 10. We do not select any defective fuse, right? So if we do not select any defective fuse, the probability is 0.05. 0.05, the power is 0 on this, right? On the other hand, we select all good pieces, right? So all 10 are selected as good pieces. Probability of each is 95%. So 95.95 to the power of 10. So that gives us the probability of 0 defective fuses, correct? Now we'll add that to the probability of 1 defective. That means we have selected 1 from those which are defective, which has a probability of 0.05, right? So this is to the power of 1. And rest 9 have been selected, whose probability is 0.95. These are all good pieces, correct? So that becomes the combined probability in this case, right? So probability of the event A, which we are talking about, which has not more than one defective fuse. So we'll call this as our event A, right? Not more than one defective fuse. Now you can always use the calculator, calculate the answer to find it, right? So, you know, 10C 0 is 1 and anything to the power of 0 is 1. So the first part here is 0.95 to the power of 10, right? So that is equal to some value, and then plus we have 10C1, which is 10 anyway. Let's write down 10C1 times 0.05 times 0.95 to the power of 9, right? So to the power of 9, since 9 of those pieces have been selected, and that gives us a value of 0.9138, right? So in this case, the probability of selecting not more than one defective piece is 91 around 91%. You can say this is 91.4%, right? So that is how you can solve such questions. I hope that helps. Now in a series, we'll take up binomial probabilities and then we'll understand this question from a different perspective. I'm Anil Kumar. I hope that helps. Thank you and all the best.